Hello again, and welcome to Mountaintop Reviews again. I want to introduce you to two of my friends. This is two samples sent in to me from Master of Malt from their Drinks by the Dram range, these little package of goodness, which means you can try it before you buy it. It means you don't have to spend nearly 90 euros for Pikesville. You can just spend €6 or something and get a little sample of that, and you can say you've had it, which is something. Now, so this is a double whammy of Aberlour, which is a very, very popular single malt from Scotland, obviously. And what we have here is the Aberlour 25-year-old single cask bottling from Master of Malt, one they bottle themselves, independently bottled, from September 1992, which means it was released in 2015, I think. And then we have from Master of Malt's sister company, so in a sense individually bottled, independently bottled by Master of Malt as well, we have from that boutique whiskey company, which I've covered before on this channel, with the Isla blend, which was brilliant, and also there was a single grain, and we had more recently, escapes my brain now, but we've covered it. We've covered that boutique whiskey before, and here we are again with Aberlour 23-year-old batch 4 single malt whiskey. Both quite strong. This one here, the single cask, is 53%, and this one from that boutique whiskey company is 51%. So we're going to try them one after the other to give a comparison between the two. They're both the same age. They're both 23-year-old, but they've been bottled in different ways. One came from 1992, this one, and this one's been bought and packaged by that boutique whiskey company. So it'll be interesting to see if they're identical, or whether they have any differences at all, or whether they resemble in any way Aberlour 16-year-old, which we reviewed before on this channel, and which a link I'll put up in the corner of the screen if you want to find it. So we'll kick off with that boutique whiskey company. Lovely little wax seal there. Adds a bit of charm to the whole proceeding. Yeah, lovely sweetness. Bit of licorice in there, actually, I'm getting. And that lovely rich raisin cake. Yeah. Smells like a whole lot of goodness there. Pour half in, see how we get on with half. I've managed to get an ant in there. How did I manage that? He is going to be pretty drunk when he comes to. Wow. Okay, what a treat for him. He never expected to get the 23-year-old Aberlour. Wow. Okay, he got to taste it before me. Oh, yeah. Lovely. You can taste the nice high alcohol content in that. That's beautiful. Really sweet, little bit of licorice, intense, confident. I won't say it's soaked with raisins. It doesn't have that thing that you associate with Aberlour, the soaked raisins, cakey. It's not so much that. But boy is it good. Boy is it drinkable. Yeah, really nice heat. From it, yeah. Atom Supplies chose well with this one. Very nice. Yeah, very different to Aberlour I've experienced. Not that I've experienced much, I've only experienced the 16 so far. It still manages, while tasting very sweet and citrusy, and a little bit of bitterness, which is really good bitterness from the alcohol. At the end, there's still a kind of a rich end, as though you've had a cakey, raisiny Aberlour. Yeah, very interesting that. While I still have this in the glass, I'm going to open this other one so we can do the comparison. Drinks by the dram now. It's still Aberlour. It's still 23-year-old, but it's different. It's different. Or is it? Let's see. I'm getting a similar citrusy sweetness at first. Oh. Now there's 2% difference in volume, alcohol volume between these two. But yeah, boy, do you notice the difference. This is immediately harsher, bitterer, more violent in its composition. That's a smack of wood and earth and a bit of heather locked into the fight. That's a fighting toke whiskey, that. I would say the differences are not enormous. I would say that this is a more violent expression. It's deeper, it's richer. Not richer, sorry, it's deeper, it's harsher. Yeah, I don't like this one. Basically, yeah, it's too harsh compared to that. I would say in a fight between these two, this boy wins, but this is the one I prefer. Because it's not a fighter, it's not harsh, as harsh as this one, you see. This has a lovely balance between the harshness and the sweetness, this one here, which is what I have here. Yeah. So this wins. If it's a fight of the Aberlours, for me, that boutique whiskey company comes out trumps. Simply because the single cask seems to, while I appreciate the high volume of alcohol content, which is really nice and means you can mellow it out with water, and God forgive me for saying this, but you can mix it as well. I think this comes out trumps because it's managed to balance it better. So I'm sort of surprised. I perhaps expected a bit more sherryness, although I should have known from the colour that it wasn't going to have any sherry element. But notwithstanding it, these are very nice. But for me, as I've said, I've probably said enough times now, that boutique whiskey company comes out trumps. But that's been an interesting, very interesting window into Aberlour, and I've enjoyed that very much. And what I'd love to review next is probably like an Aberlour 18. I'd like to get into like an old 18 or a 21 or something of Aberlour. So watch this space, and I'll try and get a bottle of that in a future video. But if you want to go out on the limb and try a different Aberlour, I would say go for that boutique whiskey company 23 Road. If you want to broaden your Aberlourian horizons, go for that.